Aloha and welcome to the Murph's Place 808 for the Love of Golf podcast. I am your host Murph with a special edition here coming live from you from Maui. I've got a couple of guests. I'm going to bring them on here in a second, but we came over for the Maui Invitational Basketball Tournament, which we saw our Ohio State Buckeyes lose the first game but win the second game today. So joining me here on Maui is Roland Lusky, better known as Ski, and Tony Yatha.
Aloha.
Aloha.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight.
So we're going to talk about golf?
We're going to talk a little bit about golf. Obviously, this is a golf podcast, but you guys aren't really you guys don't play a lot of golf. Is that correct?
We're not purists.
Well, no.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Not now, but I have played golf before.
Yeah. And how long did you play golf for?
About 15 years.
You played about 15 years.
15.
When you say you played golf about 15 years, how often did you play golf?
Enough to win money from you.
Tony, how long you been playing golf?
Shoot, I don't know. I don't play much anymore since you left Ohio.
Yeah, you're more into, you're still playing softball though, right?
Still play softball.
Yeah. Yeah, so obviously, guys, we came over here for the Maui Invitational basketball tournament. Ski, this is your 26th year of watching the Maui Invitational basketball tournament.
26 years of watching the Maui Invitational, started in 1994. And just an amazing basketball tournament, one of the premier tournaments in the beginning of the season for a lot of these teams. I think it's a springboard for a lot of teams that can push them into a regular season. That, again, at the end, if you make it into the NCAA tournament, this kind of gives you the experience of playing against really good teams.
Yeah, and I saw an article, something about there's a lot of the teams that play in this tournament either go on to win the national championship or even go far in the tournament in the March Madness tournament. So, and we got the opportunity to see a couple of those teams play.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Tony, this is your first trip over here this year.
Yes.
Hey, so what did you think? I mean, when you look back and think about this as a Buckeye fan, right? And so you get an opportunity to see Buckeyes play 2 games. So my question to you would be is, hey, how do you equate this to being maybe at a Buckeyes game back in Columbus, Ohio?
It's almost like a high school game. I mean, because you are right on top. And it's pretty amazing just to see the talent, how big they are playing that close.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Yeah, it's like a high school gym.
Yep.
I mean, it's not. Tony, you even said that it was probably smaller than Lima Senior's gym.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, it holds 2,400 people.
Yeah.
And now, can they squeeze more people in? They're doing, like tomorrow for the final game, they're going to squeeze in maybe 200 more people for standing room only and that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
but,
didn't one of the workers tell you that they were going to sell standing room only tickets this year?
They're selling standing room. And man, the tickets are just crazy. That's the big thing.
I was going to say, because when you first started coming out Ski, the tickets were like dirt cheap, right?
Yeah, so in 1994, no kidding, tickets for all 12 games. Remember, there's a winner's bracket and then a loser's bracket for 8 teams. And so it's 12 games. And it was $80 for the entire tournament. And then the next year, it was like $100. Next year, it was like $120. Then it jumped up to $160, $180. And then double on like $360. Now, it was $148 for a game on the first day. Loser's bracket was still like $32, which is still what I would tell you is good value, right?
Yeah, that's not a bad price to play, to get to go see a game. But $132 or 100, what was it? 138, 139?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. But like you said, we were talking about this earlier, that they can charge those prices at this venue because there's not that many seats.
Right.
But
and that's the key.
And the Diamond Head Classic is going to be coming up during Christmas time here in another month. And their tickets are way cheaper than these.
Yeah, and so again, because the Stan Sheriff Arena, it holds about 10,500 people, and so yeah, they can do the high mucka on the seats near the floor and stuff like that, but they're not going to get people to come in for $350 for seats up in the second level, right?
Right.
So,
and that was the good thing about this venue. There's no second level.
Right.
It's one level. I mean,
yeah, every seat is awesome.
Great. It's awesome. There's not a bad seat. And so, Tony, what do you think about your first trip over to Maui? You've been to Hawaii before. You used to come out here with me when I would visit. How would you rate this first trip coming to Maui? First off, Maui, and then second off, the tournament itself.
Maui is really nice. I'm definitely probably like Oahu a little bit better. I mean, just because I know where to go around and do things, and but the tournament, the tournament's been on my bucket list to do and check.
Yeah, and our buddy Robbie was supposed to come out again.
I know. Where's Robbie?
Robbie, where are you? Robbie was going to come out. This would have been his first year coming to Maui for the basketball tournament.
And Robbie, we would have golfed.
Well, that's one of the few things we didn't do this year.
Right.
Normally we bring our golf clubs out here and we play Kapalua, either the Plantation course or the Bay course or both of them. But this year we kind of decided we were going to kind of chill out a little bit.
Just be boys.
Yeah, just be boys, hang out.
And it's been fun.
It has been fun. I haven't
relaxing.
I haven't missed golfing, and you guys saved some money by not golfing, because I would have probably taken a lot of money from you guys. But that's besides the point.
Yes,
just donating.
It's okay.
But anyhow, it was more relaxing just to come over and hang out, be boys, partake in some adult beverages, which we're doing right now on the podcast, obviously.
So if I'm slurring, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, but no, it's a great trip. Everybody, we normally have fun. Ski's brought out other people that have never come before, and they really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and that's what I would tell you, Mark, is for me, and you and I can come to this thing every year. And if we want to go to the games, we can go to the games. But like with Tony being his first time, that's what warms my heart for Maui, right? For the Invitational, is being able to share the experiences and meet some of the people that we've known for a long time, right? And so, that's the gift. So, Robbie, if you're listening, you need to come next year or the year after that when Dayton comes, and we will have an amazing time. We'll do some golf, and you will love it, and it'll be something you can treasure for the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to come out here next year, and I'm sure Tony's going to be coming back within the next couple of years also. But it was great with the Ohio State getting to go. Thanks to Ski buying the tickets for the Ohio State game for us, so that Tony and I could. Let me back this up for a second. First off, Ski used to be an Ohio State fan.
Yeah, this is good. This is good.
He used to be an Ohio State fan. He claims it was because he was married to his wife, who was from Ohio. From Lima. And then when Maryland joined the Big Ten, he's originally from Baltimore, Maryland. That's where he was born. When Maryland joined the Big Ten, he had to choose. Obviously, you cannot root for the same team in the same conference.
Right. Two teams. You can't root for two teams in the same conference.
So he decided to go with Maryland. And I was the recipient of a lot of Ohio State shirts and hats, which I'm appreciative. Thanks, Ski. But deep down, I know.
What? They took all my shirts?
I know.
They took all my hats?
Deep down, I know he's a Buckeye fan. He is still a Buckeye fan. So, but anyhow, we got to go in and watch the Buckeyes play yesterday against San Diego State. Unfortunately, the Buckeyes did not play very well, and San Diego State did not miss a shot. It seemed like they probably missed a few, but it didn't seem like they did. And then, so we went into the losers bracket, and we played today at noon against Cincinnati, which was kind of nice because we got to watch another Ohio team, Cincinnati. And Cincinnati played really well yesterday, right, Steve?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, they did.
they played awesome yesterday.
Yeah.
And then today it was just that they didn't
We're
play
knocking
very
down
good.
shots.
Wow.
Yeah, but again, this is how it happens in the tournament when there's 3 days, right? So you got 3 days, teams play every day for 3 days. And so the first day you look at a team, and this is 26 years of watching this and here in Maui, is that you see a team that looks really good. A lot of times the next day they're just missing something. Doesn't mean that they're playing that bad, but maybe the other team is playing better the second day.
Right.
And so I think the Buckeyes played a lot better today.
Yeah, they definitely played a lot better today. Don't you think, Tony, they played a lot better?
Oh, for sure. And I don't think Cincinnati was hitting near the shots they were last night.
Oh, no, definitely not. And it was kind of cool because there's a kid that plays on the Buckeyes, one from Honolulu, Hawaii. So it was cool to watch him play.
Yeah.
But there was also
Justin Suing.
Yeah, and then there was another kid from Ohio that Tony and I know his family, Etzler, the Etzler kid. What's his first name? Do you know?
Shit, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember his first name. But it's kind of funny because I played with his uncle Doug in a kind of an intramural pickup thing that I put together. And Doug is not very tall. He's probably maybe 6 foot. And his nephew is like, what is he, 6'6", 6'8"?
So what are you saying?
6'8"?
What are you saying, that 6 foot people aren't tall?
Not for basketball players. they're not.
Oh, okay,
No,
all right,
no.
yeah.
Not for basketball players. I mean, I'm not
But
saying.
what was 5'7"?
And he could dunk like
I
crazy.
know what I'm just saying. You know?
Yeah. So, but anyhow, let's take a short break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Tony Yatha and Ski. We're at Maui for the Maui Invitational. Just to get back to the golf just a little bit.
Okay.
Ski, you've been playing, you said, about 15 years or so. What's been like your normal activity with golf? Do you play regularly, every week, every day, every month?
You know, actually, right before the pandemic, I kind of stopped playing a lot of golf. And I just slowed down because I'm getting older. Doesn't mean that I don't want to play. I still want to play, right? It just works out that grandbabies and other things take priority, those kind of things. And Mark, I like golf. I don't love it, you know. I mean, I'm just letting you know because it takes time. And if you're competitive and you don't put in the time to be competitive, it can be frustrating when you go out to play. But I have learned, I can tell you this, I've learned that a lot of things that I love about golf. I love golfing early in the morning. Love the smell of clean cut grass. I love the feel of a golf ball in my hand. I like sticking the tee in the ground. I like swinging a freaking driver. When I hook it, I go, damn, that would be a home run if I was playing softball. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's not really good for golf, right?
Right.
But for the most part, you know, those are the kind of things. And then I like the camaraderie of the people that you're hanging out with that you play with.
Right.
I mean, it's an amazing thing to me, right?
Yep.
But on the other side, to be competitive, if you want to be, you got to put in the time. You got to do the chipping. And again, like I told people, I go, man, if you want to improve your golf game, 15 minutes a day with a chip with the plastic golf balls in the backyard, it'll make your game entirely different, right? If you just practice 15 minutes a day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of enjoyment of what people get out of the game. You know, it can be frustrating, but it's not a priority.
Right.
Where it used to be when I first got to Hawaii, it was. I mean, I came here and no kidding. And this is 1994. I'm playing, and I'm shooting like 110, 111 because I only play like 2-3 times a year. Then I started playing every weekend and playing on Saturdays and Sundays, and I definitely went from 110 down to like 95. And then in a couple more months, I went from 95 down to, 85, right? And then, one day I'm like thinking I'm going to break 80, and I thought, damn, I shot 80, and when I thought about my score, I shot 79. So that was a big moment for me at Mamala Bay, actually.
Right.
So at Hick, so it was really good. And, then you think you start becoming a good golfer, and then I go golf at Colau,
Well, that's not a good course to judge your
but
game
what I'm
on.
saying is rated one of the toughest courses at the time, right?
Right. Still is today.
Yeah. And so I go out there, and I lost like 18 golf balls. And, you're humbled by it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And just like I tell people all the time, I go, man, when you're golfing, I go, you think that, hey, on any given shot, you're as good as anybody. On any given hole, you can be better than most. But over 9 holes, you're not as good as a lot of people. Over 18 holes, you're not as good as a lot of other people. If you're playing in the PGA event and they're shooting 72 holes, you're not even in the running. Right? So that's the beauty of the game, though, if you really think about it, right?
Right, yeah.
Is that it doesn't matter if you can find some enjoyment out of it. And again, if I'm with friends and stuff like that, and we're hanging out and just having a great day, and especially here in Hawaii, right?
Oh, definitely here in Hawaii. But I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring this up on the podcast. I believe it was here. Was Philly here with us one year?
Yeah, Philly was here with us.
So we were playing golf here, and I believe it was at, where was it? Was it at the Bay Course?
Oh, no. Are you talking about my 3-wood shot?
Yeah, your 3-wood shot.
So you're talking about my 3-wood shot. Okay, this is really a good story.
What hole was? What course was that?
No, we were at we were on the Big Island.
Oh, at Wailea.
Yeah, no, at Waikoloa.
Waikoloa. That's right, Waikoloa.
Yeah, so we're at Waikoloa, and I'm a lefty. So just so you know, so right there I'm handicapped from the beginning, right? Because I can't get the best clubs. Apparently Phil Mickelson can get the best clubs, but we can't. So, so I'm handicapped there. You go to Roots and Relics in Honolulu, and there's golf clubs everywhere, and we got one rack for left-handed golfers. So anyway, I'm not complaining, right? But I'm letting you know that I had a 3-wood shot, and it was a little wet, on the ground and stuff like that. And my buddy Philly's in the golf cart, and I swing back nice and slow, and I follow through. The ball hit 6 inches in front of my ball with backspin and popped back about 3 feet. I looked at him in the golf cart. All of a sudden, he starts laughing.
Oh, we were laughing
so hard that I thought he was going to have a heart attack.
It was the funniest.
It was the funniest thing that ever happened in my life. And I'm like, but that's talent. Think about that. Who can do that? I don't think Phil can do it. I don't think Tiger Woods could even do that.
Well, I mean, I would agree that it would be talent if you did it on purpose.
Well,
and that was not on purpose.
Yeah, but maybe I was, Mark.
No,
maybe,
it wasn't.
Because I'm the guy. No, I'm the guy to try to take care of people and entertain people. And look, are we being entertained here at the Maui Invitational?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, so there you go. So I would tell you that I think I was entertaining that day. And
it was very entertaining.
No, but I didn't know it.
And Philly's still laughing about it too. Then.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, we talk about it.
That up all the time.
This is the most amazing shot that never happened.
Yeah. Well, Tony, what about you? What's Well, I mean, I know you and I played. Did we play league together?
Yeah, we played league together. Yeah. Probably 5, 6, 7 years, maybe. Yeah. And then we was playing 3 times a week, right?
Right. Yeah. So what happened with that you don't? Do you still play as much as you do now?
No, I think I've played 1 time this summer. It was competitive when me and you played together, but we had fun. Not saying my friends now I wouldn't have fun with. It's just like he said, it's not a priority for time.
Yeah. And it takes a while to play around the golf, and that's why a lot of courses are going to this 9-hole thing. Where the PGA Tour and the local sections try to get people to play 9 because it's very quick. It's only 9 holes. You don't have to be out there for 3 hours, 4 hours playing around the golf. You can get it done in an hour and a half. 2 hours at the most if things are moving along. And even John Harmon at Moana Golf Club where I work at, most of the tournaments we have there that people come to have are 9-hole tournaments, just 9 holes. Because when you do an 18-hole scramble tournament and then you're doing door prizes and food after, you're there 6-7 hours, sometimes 8 hours.
Yep. And
people don't want to spend that much time on the course taking up all their time. So John gets everybody to do these 9-hole tournaments, and they're perfect. They're perfect for timing. So yeah, I understand that a lot of people don't have the time for it, and it all depends on what you want to get out of it. Also, me being the competitive golfer that plays a lot of tournaments, I got to put the time in to keep my skills up, to play, to compete. The average guy that just wants to go out and have fun with his friends, drink some beers, play some golf, they don't need to put that kind of time in.
Right.
So they don't, and that's fine too. That's perfectly fine to do that also. I'm just too competitive for that. And I think you guys know that. Obviously.
Yes, he's competitive.
You think?
So,
hey, Mark, who's the greatest putter from 50 yards off the green
oh Jesus,
that you've ever played with in your lifetime?
have you ever seen him do this, Tony?
Yes.
This guy will putt 50 yards off the green.
Because he can't chip. That's the reason why.
Because he can't chip. Matter of fact.
Hey, have I ever thrown a club in a tree?
That's what I was just getting ready to say. We've had to recover a couple of clubs out of a tree at
But
Barber's
no, a
Point.
lot of them we didn't even recover because I didn't want them back.
Yeah, his chipping was not up to par. I've seen you not only chip or putt 50 yards off the green, but I've seen you make them. And not just once, but several times. And it's usually against me in a match or something that I'm like, I can't believe this. I'm going to lose over this.
I bet he didn't give you no strokes, did he?
No, but what's Lost Creek? My favorite one is
Lost Creek.
I couldn't chip, and there's bluegrass, and I guarantee you it was like 2 inches high. And I go, dude, I can't chip because I'm going to hit these trees up here. I go, I can just putt. He goes, dude, you're not going to make the green. I go, all right, let's see what we can do. Man, it rolled up, went right in the hole. It went right in the hole.
I couldn't believe it.
Look, he just looked at me like, "Are you kidding?"
Could not believe it. You got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous.
Right, luck. Hey, luck. It was luck.
Yeah, but you do it often. It's not a matter of like luck is doing it once.
Hey, you just want to put it in a tire, and you look and you go, can I get it in that tire?
Luck is doing it one time.
Must have been a Hot Wheel tire.
Yeah, it was a Hot Wheel tire.
Doing it several times is not luck.
Funny though, and that's a good course too. I like that course.
Lost Creek.
Yeah, Lost Creek.
It's not open anymore.
Yeah,
No?
they closed it. No, they're
Really?
supposed to be building houses there, right?
Yeah, they was tearing the one fairway up there.
Hawthorne Hills was another one. That
Oh, really?
remember Hawthorne Hills?
Yeah.
Back there behind Procter and Gamble.
Yeah.
Closed. A doctor bought it from the Dugan family.
Huh.
A doctor from OIO, Orthopedic Institute, bought it, remodeled the clubhouse and the restaurant. It was open for a while, doing good, and then the next thing you know, it had to be after 2013 because I moved here in 2013, and somebody was like, "Hey, did you hear about Hawthorne? They're closed." I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" Hawthorne Hills was a staple of Lima. That was the course. And they closed it down, and somebody sent me pictures, and the grass was growing real tall, and totally gone. It's gone. And what I heard was that they were hoping to sell the land to Procter and Gamble to build their distribution center.
Yeah.
But Procter and Gamble decided that they were going to build it down the road, and they built it down on Thayer Road. So that plan fell through. Matter of fact, I had a friend call me and asked me if I would be interested in going in with her to invest and buy Hawthorne Hills because she used to work there and she wanted to reopen it. But I told her I don't have that kind of money to do that. But I gave her a few names of local people in Lima to contact and see about doing that. But I don't think they ever opened it up again. Did they tell you?
No, it's not open.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, it's crazy. The golf industry, obviously with COVID, the golf did okay. Like, we didn't close down. We were able to stay open because outdoor activity, they were allowing golf courses to stay open.
Yeah.
But like the restaurant, we closed down and everything. And that actually helped us because we got back into the black after that with the restaurant being closed because we were losing a lot of money out of the restaurant. So, but COVID really helped us at our course. And I'm sure it was that way with other courses too. I know there were some courses that had to close down, but we were able to stay open, I think, because maybe we were a semi-private course and we had members and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's a great game. I love it. Like you guys asked me before we came over here, hey, do you mind if we don't take our clubs? No, I don't mind. But do I miss playing? Yeah. It'd have been cool for Tony to play Kapalua.
Yeah.
And so maybe next time we do that.
No, I think that Tony now he sees Maui, and I think that he's gonna want to come back because there's still a lot of stuff that we can show him.
Oh yeah, Tony, what's your impression of Maui compared to Oahu? I know you know more places on Oahu. You know how to get around better on Oahu, but just comparing the short amount of time, we've only been here since Saturday, right? So between Saturday and today, what's your impression of Maui?
Nowhere near the amount of people.
Right.
That's probably the biggest thing.
Right.
Definitely more secluded. But we haven't seen everything. We haven't been everywhere on the island, so definitely there's going to be more to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Maui is, you could fit how many of Oahu? 3, 4?
I want to say like 2.5.
So yeah, you can almost fit 3
Right.
Oahu islands in Maui. That's how much bigger Maui is. Yeah, if I didn't live on Oahu, I'd live on Maui. I like it over here. It's perfect. It's not like the Big Island. I'm not a fan of the Big Island because the Big Island, you could drive 30 minutes and see nothing but lava rock, and I don't want to drive an hour to go to the store to get something. But Maui everything's a little more closer, and Oahu's just everything's on Oahu. But then also all the people are on Oahu.
All the people there, right?
And so we
We got Costco on Maui though too.
We do have Costco on Maui.
But they got Costco on the Big Island as well.
Yeah, but depending on where you're at,
Kailua Kona, right? I know.
You'd have
but
to
if you're
drive
on the other side of the
some
island,
time.
yeah, it's not good.
That's not
You
good.
make a drive once every 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. No thanks.
Yeah, it's a day.
Yeah.
It's a day.
It's more than a day. All right, let's take another short break and we'll be right back.
Yeah, I can
All
go
right,
outside.
welcome back,
I can
everybody.
go outside if you need me to go outside, Mark.
Let's go back.
You're good. You're good. All right, welcome back, everybody. These two knuckleheads.
We're your friends, Mark. These are the kind of friends you have.
Yeah, who needs enemies with friends like you two?
No, but we're good friends.
Let me tell a quick story. So these
Is this
two
going to be
guys.
the truth?
These two guys. Yes, it'll be the truth.
Mark's truth.
First off, Ski is a Baltimore Ravens fan. So Sunday, there's a restaurant/bar down the street, walking distance, called Dolly's. Best pizza in Hawaii.
Right. I would argue that too, is that it is. Not that I don't love Giovanni's on Oahu because it's amazing.
That
But
is
yeah.
also good, but
Right.
Dolly's is the best to me.
Number one.
Number one. So if you're ever on Maui, go to Dolly's. You will not regret it.
Dollies.
Correct. They have the best pizza. Anyhow, Ski decides he's going to go down and watch the Ravens football game Sunday morning. I didn't want to get up that early, and so I stayed here. Tony also stayed here, but then Tony decided he was going to walk down, asked me if I was going to come. I said, yeah, I'll be down here shortly. And so he walked down to Dolly's. After he walked out, the place we're staying at has a screen door that locks because you want to leave the windows open, the doors open, so that the wind blows through here. So, like any responsible person, I locked the screen door. Has a little knob that you turn. I locked it in case I went to the bathroom or something. Somebody wouldn't just walk in and steal our stuff. So I'm sitting here and I'm watching TV, and I do go to the bathroom. I go into the bathroom, And I come back out, and Tony texts me and says, "Are you going to come down?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm getting ready to come right now." And so I went to unlock the door, and it would not unlock. As it
We're
was
on
like,
the 5th floor.
we're on the 5th floor.
Jump.
So I'm trying to get it unlocked. It won't unlock. It's just spinning freely, and the handle is locked. It won't lock. I can't get out of the condo, and so Tony, I text Tony. I'm like, "Hey, I cannot get out. The screen door lock is broken. Is there a number to call to have maintenance come fix it?" And he
So,
said,
Mark, can I ask you a question?
"Yes."
So, on the lock, did it say clockwise or counterclockwise?
It didn't say either. I turned it the opposite direction that I turned it to lock it.
Okay.
So, needless to say, I was stuck in the condo, and then these two clowns,
We had an amazing breakfast, by the way, and they stopped serving
And by the
at
time he got
11,
there,
and he got there at 11:07. Can he get breakfast?
so
And the guy, who was it? Sky. Sky goes, no. We stopped serving at 11.
So I did call maintenance, and they came and tore the door apart and fixed it. But these two clowns come back and act like, "Here, Mark. Here's how you open the screen door.
Tony,
You
we're
push this
clowns
handle
now."
down.
yeah, I know.
You push this handle down." Now, I'm like, "Yeah, I know that. It wasn't pushing down because it's locked." So yeah, I had to put up that garbage for a day and a half.
Oh, we're not done yet.
Jesus. But anyhow,
Too bad we don't have that Mission Impossible song.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh God.
It's
Anyhow,
okay. Anyway.
so we're just watching on the monitor here in the makeshift studio that Arkansas,
No, Arizona
I'm
won.
sorry, Arizona beat Creighton.
No, Arizona. Arizona. Good. Hold on. I'm taking over now. So, Arizona beat San Diego State, and they play Creighton in the final tomorrow.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was good.
That's what I meant.
mean, you were
Arizona
close. You had teams in there.
plays
and
Creighton
You just had them
tomorrow.
out of order. It'd be like me going, drive, stop, to go. Yeah. Now, if you put those words in right order, it means, hey, could you stop right there so I can get something? And that's what I'm saying.
It all worked.
Right? And hey, I get it. Mark.
Anyhow, Arizona plays Creighton for the championship tomorrow. The Buckeyes will be playing
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech
Yes, it will.
in a consolation game.
Right.
So good luck to the Buckeyes
And we'll
tomorrow.
be back on Oahu to watch that one.
And we'll be back on Oahu to watch
Actually,
that
we'll be back on Oahu to watch almost all of them. Maybe not the early game, the 9:30
Right.
game, right? So yeah, there we go with basketball is good. And so, hey, let's talk a little bit about Maui courses. Some of
Okay.
the courses that we played over the years. How's that?
That sounds like a plan. So Kapalua,
So one of my favorite, and again, Bill Mills' course is the Sands, right?
the dunes at Maui Lani.
Yeah, Maui.
Yeah, which is not far from the airport.
And so I played that when it was first open, right? And so good course initially, right? But now that it's grown up more, it's even a better course. So
Yeah, it's very
anybody
nice.
that's come to Maui, highly recommend that course.
That is a very good course.
Yeah,
We
and
played
it's
it
close to the airport, so you can do it on the way to Kihei if you're going to stay in Kihei. You can do it on the way to Lahaina.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get off the airplane, get your clubs, go. And we've done it before.
Yep,
Yep.
we have done it before. That's matter of fact, we've actually done that exactly. Got off the airplane, grabbed our clubs, and went right to the golf course.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we get here early and we can't check in until later, so
Right.
we might as well go do something. But that is a very good course. I played it with the Phil Am guys here a couple of years ago. Was the last time I played it. But another good course, Kapalua, the
Yeah.
plantation course. We played that
Yeah.
several times.
The Bay course.
The Bay course.
Now you never got to you never really got to play the village course that they had. There's a lot of housing that's there now. But that was another course that I would have told you that you would have enjoyed. There were some really narrow fairways, and going down deep hills and stuff like that. But they decided to keep just the Bay course and the course, the Plantation, that the PGA Tour plays on, right?
And there's a couple holes like that when you're saying kind of narrow and downhill and kind of doglegging. I think there's a couple on the dunes, and I think there's a couple on the Bay course, or one or two on the Bay course.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else we played on Maui.
So the Wailea courses, the blue, gold, the blue, gold, and emerald.
Right, we played the Wailea.
All three of those courses are amazing.
Very good courses.
Yeah.
I think they had a Hawaii State Golf Association tournament here a couple of months ago. I think it might have been the Maui Amateur. No, the Maui Amateur we played Ka'anapali. So we have played Ka'anapali. That's a good course, both the Royal course and the Kai course. Two different courses. Kind of Kai is up in the mountain a little bit.
But Ka'anapali, I remember, weren't we playing out there, and I had a really amazing shot, I think, on like number 18 or something like that. And there was a restaurant or something. I can't remember, but it was an amazing shot.
That was hole number 9. Hole number
9. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When you decided
you want to tell me about that shot?
You hit a good drive.
Because you were watching. I didn't really know where the ball was going, so I'm just asking, can you kind of relive that?
So what happened was you hit a pretty decent drive. You probably had 180, 170 into the green. And I believe you hit either a 5-wood or a hybrid or something.
I don't have a hybrid in my bag, Mark. But, I'm thinking that I probably hit a 5-iron.
5-iron?
Yeah, but if I remember, it was.
It could have been, but I don't see you hitting a 5-iron 180 yards.
But here's the thing: when you blade them, do you know how far they go when you blade them?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You don't blade them very much.
Well,
but apparently I do, and I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I need the blade shot.
Well, you didn't need it that day because you hit it over the green, you hit it over the road, and into the restaurant.
Into the restaurant.
And
so did I try to play through?
You tried. However,
they said just take your golf ball and
get out.
Go back.
Yeah. That was a good shot.
What an amazing game.
It is an amazing
Golf is an amazing game.
And those are the shots that bring you back to play more.
No.
Well, maybe not those shots.
No, not those shots. Those aren't really the ones that bring you back. It just makes you drink more.
There you go. Makes you drink more.
Yeah. BIPSIC. You know what BIPSIC is?
BIPSIC is ball in pocket, sitting in cart. And BIPSIC DB is ball in pocket, sitting in cart, drinking beer.
That's me.
That is you.
That is me. Yeah.
Speaking of which,
I should have learned to play right-handed.
This should be a dumb question. I mean, this will probably be a dumb question, but playing golf, do you drink alcohol or no alcohol? Ski?
Okay, so let me tell you something, Mark. I've hit balls at the driving range before I played crappy and played good. I didn't hit balls before and I played crappy and played good. I drank and played crappy and I played good. And I didn't drink and I played crappy and I played good. So I have no answer for your question.
Tony, what about you? Are you drinking when you're playing or are you not?
No, I don't drink much anyway, so.
You don't drink much.
You don't?
No.
So what you're telling us, as we discussed earlier, so when you wake up in the morning, that's the best you're going to feel all day?
All day.
Oh, damn it. Maybe I should practice that.
That's the best he's going to feel all day.
But he's a young man. Look, hey, I got 9 years on him.
That's all?
9. Oh. Well, it all depends. Now, I'm aging as I'm standing here on the microphone. And so I'm getting a little bit older, Mark. But yeah, I think I got 9, at least 9.
You two knuckleheads. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. Thank you guys for being on the podcast tonight. I appreciate it.
Mark, listen. Thank you so much for having us, man.
Yeah,
it was
Mark.
awesome, man.
We love you, brother.
Hey, we love you. We love you so much, and great Maui Invitational, and just a great time in Maui, even though we didn't golf.
Yeah, it was.
Right.
Actually, it actually was. I didn't know how I feel about not golfing because this is actually, you've been here 26 years. I've been doing it. This is my 7th year. And out of all the 7 years, this is the first year we have not golfed.
No. When you came over, when I was
that's right.
When
that's
I
right.
was lonely,
Yeah.
when I came by myself and I didn't have nobody.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You did come over. I wasn't
Was it a booty call?
in a position to
No,
come
it wasn't a
over.
booty call.
Oh.
Hey, that's a good. Well, these days you never know.
Right.
No, I wasn't in a
edit that
position
part.
to come over.
He's
and,
gonna edit that part.
I wasn't in a position to come over.
Oh, you weren't in the position.
And when
to
I say
come over.
and I say position, I mean money, financial position. And then Ski calls me. He comes over by himself, and the next day he calls me. He's like,
Dude, you gotta
"What are you
come
doing?"
over. You
I
gotta
go,
come over, man. I can't be here by
How's it
myself.
going? He goes, "Dude, yeah."
I'm
you're
not
right."
having fun. It's just me.
He's like, "You got to come over. I can't. I'm not having any fun. I'm here by myself. It's no fun. Come over." I'm like, "Dude, I really can't afford to come up. Here's my credit card. Book a ticket. Get your ass over
get
there."
here. I'll pick
Just
you up
get
at the
here.
airport.
Yeah. And so that's what happened.
Yep. And then we had a great time.
So so I did not bring my clubs that time either, but we still had a great time.
All the other times, though.
And both of our streaks are still active.
Amen.
Okay, Tony, Ski, thank you guys for being on the podcast, and I'm sure I'll have you on again. Matter of fact, we'll do it. Maybe we'll do a Zoom call, or we'll just do a phone interview or whatever on the phone, so I can check and see how you guys is. If you guys have started playing any more golf or not. But
Well, it's going to be winter for me, so.
oh well, that's another thing. Yeah, you're in a position where you're not going to be playing a lot of golf for a while, anyhow.
Well, he's
But-
sitting in the chair. He's not playing.
But anyhow, thank you guys again for being on the podcast. If you guys out there, I hope you guys are staying safe. If you want to support the podcast, you can go to Anchor. There's a spot there where you can help support the podcast. I appreciate all you guys that do. Like I said, any support that is given, it goes right back into the podcast, whether it be equipment or whatever it may be. But it goes right back into the podcast. And I appreciate you guys listening. I know there's and it still blows my mind that there's 15 different countries that are listening to the podcast. And I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedule. I know Steve will be glad. He always goes to sleep listening to my podcast, and I've said it in the past. I
This
think
puts him to sleep?
yeah, well, either my soothing voice.
Okay, Steve. It's time to go to bed.
Nighty night.
It's either my soothing voice
Good night, Steve.
or I'm that boring.
I have no idea
It's so
who
boring.
Steve is, but hey, Steve. Night.
Steve Walsh.
Good night, Steve. Good night. Sleep well.
All right. Well, anyhow, thank you guys. And if you guys are out there, if you guys are playing golf and you're not in the cold weather, hit them straight, hit them long, but don't hit them very often.
Hey, can I add to that?
Aloha, everybody.
Can I add to that?